I have lived in Minnesota my entire life, and this year, I only have one question. Where is the snow? I'm ready for it, as is my camera.
So the idea behind this video well, it didn't work out as I thought. So here we go. Here's my camera. Nice polarizer filter on there, 82 millimeter, right? So my whole plan was hoping I could take this and talk about filters and things like that, right? In what you guys use, because I've been using just the UV filter, which most people just use for protection and everything like that, right? No problem at all with it. But I've been shooting sunrises lately on my IG, which is of course below, and I've noticed little streaks, little dots, and everything. And I live in Minnesota, right? As you guys saw from the intro there, so snow. Okay, so I was like, I'll give it a shot, you know. And when you guys were watching the intro, if you guys noticed, there no snow. Well, now it looks like this. So that's kind of a problem, right? So I'm, but the problem is with it's if it's not like a heavy snow, it just disappears after a while, right? So we're still trying to wait for all that to disappear. But the idea behind the polarizer filter, from what I have looked into, is able to eliminate sunlight. So if you're looking up straight into the sun with the camera and everything like that, it'll help get those streaks out of the way. Boom, like that, right? And also with the snow, all pure white, shiny, especially if it's just down or it gets frosted over, it gets shiny, icy, whatever, and all that stuff, right? So the idea of it was to try to help me out, but I haven't really had the opportunity to use it yet. I do have a few other filters down in my kit, which that'll probably be my next video, by the way, showing up my kit. But tell me down in the comments below what type of filters you guys use, because I'm really interested in what you guys use and why. That would help me out greatly. And in my next video, I'll show what I use, and you know, I feel like that's a good way to just kind of get everything going on this channel. It's just kind of just a basic rundown and just see what everyone uses and get a nice starting point for me. This week has been pretty busy for me. With just ending on Christmas, kind of a 4-day week, and then into the New Year's. Haven't really had a lot of chance to go out and do some stuff. I ended up working at my other job this weekend as well. Kept me very busy, right? So my plan is hopefully, besides getting that video up about what's in my kit, what's in my bag, and everything like that, I'm hoping I can do that next weekend, as well as actually take out my camera and get some good shots, and maybe bring this camera with me as well, and kind of make another video out of that as well. We'll see. But if so, you guys will definitely see them on my IG, and I'm hoping to get a bit more productive, because I'm kind of slacking already, and it's only video 2. So here we go. So if you guys watched my most previous video, which will be probably somewhere on the screen here at one time or the other, if you guys remember the intro to that one, when I was taking my the drone was coming down, when I shot that, just that was the first take, actually of what you guys actually saw. But I actually shot another one after that fact, that I was debating on using if I was going to start higher and zoom in the camera as I dropped the drone. I ended up not using that. More than one reason. One, because I didn't like the idea, but two, I actually had to stop and bring down my drone, because I was also, a car drove by my street, right? So I'm sitting there looking at it, and it looks like a cop car, right? So I'm like, uh-oh. And then I looked, public safety officer. Oh crap. Here we go. Let's see. I've Out of all the stuff I've seen on YouTube and online, whatever, I've never heard of a good interaction with police, public safety, and drones. Maybe you guys have, but I definitely had. So I was thinking, okay, well, here's my first bad experience, right? And well, it didn't really turn out like that, actually. So I had my drone like this. I'm looking down, and I look up at him, and I see him, and crap, drop the drone really quick, and he's sitting there, and I have a pretty long driveway, right? So he's sitting there, and he rolls down the window. I'm like, yeah, and he stops. So I'm like, he's definitely trying to talk to me. So I say, hey, how you doing? Try to be nice. Try to not sound like an asshole. And he 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 has got his hand, so he rolls down the window. He's got his hand the uh on the door, right? He peeks out, and he peeks out to me like this, and he says, "Is that the DJI Mini 3?" And I couldn't believe it. I have never heard of actually of number one, someone knowing what it is, and number two, actually, like I said, someone actually supporting it, and like not being like pissed off and being afraid of the drone or whatever. And I said, yeah, 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 it is. So I I went down to my street, and I'm wearing just slippers at this point. But at this point, I was deeply interested. So I started talking to the guy, and he does drone shots as well. He has a drone. He didn't. He has a Mini 3 Pro, is what he told me, and he does shots as well. And that morning was really foggy out. It was cold and a little foggy, so we kind of get the fog coming out of the water and everything up here. And so I took it to the Minnesota River, and I was doing some shots this morning, man. It's pretty cool and everything like that. So I had like a 5 minute conversation with him about it, and he went on his way, and I went back to trying to get some more content for the video, for my first video there. So kind of just a random thought that I wanted to throw in here. There's not really much to this video just because I've been so busy, but I promised myself that I would try to make a video every week. So I guess besides just the random update that I gave here, just wanted to say there is actually some good interactions with other people and drones. So just keep that in mind, I guess. So yeah, I feel a little bad because again, I was just so busy this week. I really couldn't get anything done. So I'm definitely gonna try to focus really hard and try to get this next week going with a good video up and get some stuff on the IG, kind of push myself to do those things. But for now, again, just a quick little update, quick little tidbit or whatever. And again, remember I said down below. And yeah, I appreciate everyone who's here. And from then, one thing I did forget to mention is whoever watched the last video, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys all very much. Over 100 subscribers, so that's absolutely amazing to me. So I greatly appreciate that. And at this point, again, fingers crossed I can get some good content out there. And next week, we will have some better stuff. I'll see you then.